Hey, good morning, Facebook, and all of my associates, friends, and acquaintances. Um, Wanted to share some thoughts I had today. I always like to share little tidbits of things with the hope that some of the discoveries that I've made along my journey in life will help other people. That's always my sole motivation for opening up my life, my thoughts, my mind, and sharing things with people. So I hope that you guys appreciate that because that's why I do it. So let's start off where I think this is important. The most important thing I wanted to bring out to you today is I see so many people these days that are just fucking miserable, always unhappy, heads down, never fucking smile. I walk by people and I say hi to them and it's like they don't even hear me. I smile at them, they don't even look or acknowledge. They're so in the silo of like just misery, and I don't get it. Like so many people these days I think have lost sight of what their motivation in life is for living. Like what is the point of your existence? Like you just walking around like a worker bee, like living to work instead of working, working to live like you're supposed to. So many people just have their heads down in this and just are not happy. They get up every day, they don't attack the day with a happy face and a happy attitude. They're not grateful for what they have. They're always complaining. You read people's Facebook statuses saying life sucks, Monday sucks, blah blah blah. I just that negative, constant negativity is just self-defeating. It just sucks. Nobody wants to walk around unhappy and negative. And there's so many people out there that just wake up every day miserable. The thing that has helped me in my own journey in my life is to know what is important to me in life and what isn't. And I'm constantly evolving, constantly learning, constantly making mistakes, but I own those mistakes and I live up to them. And I go and I pick apart and I learn the lesson that's to be taught in those mistakes. One of the biggest things that I found is that shit happens in life. It truly, the cliche saying of 90%, 10% of life is what happens to you, 90% is how you react to it is true. There are certain circumstances we can't change, but that doesn't mean we can't find our happiness and still doing what we have to do. Meaning, no matter what you have to do in work, no matter how shitty your job is, like watch Mike Rose, dirtiest jobs. There's people who clean shit for a living, but get up every morning with a fucking smile on their face and go out and clean that shit to the best of their ability because they're happy having a job, being employed, and doing what they're doing for a living. There's so many people that are just fucking miserable all the time. Folks, you don't have to be fucking miserable. Life is short. Here's the thing. Like, I'm happy that I'm motivating a lot of my friends for working out and stuff, but you don't have to be like me. It doesn't matter. If you're happy with the way that you look and the way you are and you're fucking healthy, then it doesn't matter what anyone else fucking thinks. Because here's the honest part, dude. I have friends of every shape, size, race, creed, color, and love drinking fucking beer. Like my boy Joel here. I fucking love that motherfucker. That's one of my good friends, my hunting partner, my buddy. I've never said anything, and nor would I ever disrespect him about how he is. Because he's fucking awesome. He is my boy. Yes, I drag your deer out. Happily, Joel. Happily, brother. But what I'm saying is, I like him the way he is. He's my boy. He's my friend. He's someone I care about. Just like everyone else. Just because I'm out there doing what I'm doing doesn't mean that I look down on you guys. I don't. I have a fucking motivation. Now, when I was younger, I won't lie. I was a peacock. I used to model. I did a little part-time stripping. Yes, it's out there. Fuck it. I don't care. All right. I'm old and I don't give a shit if people know. And the thing was, it was more of a motivation of vanity and getting girls. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Now it's not that. Okay, I'm married and I have my kids and everything's all good. But now my motivation is my children. It's, fuck my wife, fuck me. It's our children first. I want to be happy, healthy, strong for my 3 beautiful warrior princes. That's all that matters to me. So living long is having healthy joints, a healthy heart, a healthy body, so I can run around hopefully with my grandchildren one day if my children decide to have children. And I will be damned if I see it in the baby boomer generation all the time. There are so many parents, unfortunately, that didn't know about good nutrition, that, are laid up because of, there's people losing their limbs because of type 2 diabetes because they're overweight. So when I tell people, hey, you're eating junk, like with that unicorn shake thing that came out, I'm not doing it to be a dick or put people down and make them feel bad about drinking. I'm doing it because I fucking care. And I don't want you to end up that way. There's so many people because of obesity have joint problems, heart issues, all this stuff. They have a shorter life, and then who pays that price? Their fucking children. It's their children that are on Facebook. Pray for my mom, pray for my dad. That shit breaks my fucking heart every time, and I'm sick of seeing it. I'm not gonna do that. I'll be fucking damned if I do that to my children. I will not be in the hospital because I couldn't control what I fucking drink, eat, smoke, whatever. You know, that's me though. That's my thing. It doesn't mean for you. I'm just telling you my motivation behind it. And I want people to understand that you have the people out here who have beautiful children and stuff. You gotta do what's right for them, you know? And stop it, Joel. That's true. You have to do what's right for your children. And here's the other thing. Everything's in moderation. I know a farmer, one of my friend's grandfathers, who's a farmer. That dude drank beer every night. He smoked cigarettes all day and lived till 98. A lot of it's genetics. So I'm saying, be happy. Quality of life is everything. But at the same time, understand that you got to do it in moderation. That's the biggest thing. People are always like, it's either feast or famine. Like with me, I have a specific goal in mind. And let me tell you guys a secret that you'll laugh. The more in shape and the more cut you are, the worse you can eat. You can cheat more. And that's one of my motivations. Because when I get to 10% body fat, guess what happens? Right now, until I get there in August, I will not cheat. That means no beer, which I love, stouts and lagers. That means no anything bad. And I will get there. Because once my metabolism is running through the fucking atmosphere, guess what I can do? I can eat one cheat meal a day, every fucking day, and my body will still stay ripped because my metabolism is going 100 miles per hour. There you go. I learned that from some of my pro bodybuilder friends. But I will still remain healthy. My metabolism will run right over that. I do it on my workout day. I do it early, and I go and I burn it off. So I'm not abstaining completely. The thing I want you guys to understand again is quality of life is what you make of it. There's so many people complaining a bad thing happens to them and get stymied. You know what? I'm not trying to compare myself to anyone else. But again, a lot of bad shit has happened to me. I've known 38 fucking people who have passed this earth and died. Family, friends, suicides, horrible car accidents, whatever. You know, a lot of bad things. There's been a lot of bad things to me. I almost lost my house before. I almost lost my marriage. I've almost lost my life 10 different times. And each time I picked myself back up and I kept moving forward. If you allow something to stymie you and then all of a sudden you get in that place of depression and think that life isn't worth living anymore, and you start drinking and doing drugs, and guess what? You're never going to move forward. You're just going to be existing and you're going to be fucking miserable. Being strong is an attitude. Being strong is about getting up and doing what you need to do, but finding the good things. Wake up and, you know what? If you don't have a lot of good things in life, count what you do have. For everything that you think that's bad and horrible, there's someone out there who's got it way fucking worse than you. You know, one of the best things in the world was when I went to my friend Ephraim and Betty's Warrior Shoot event. And I met some of the young veterans coming back who lost limbs. These dudes, man, these dudes went over to serve their country, lost arms, legs, lower halves of their body, and they're still getting up and fucking doing what needs to be done. My friend Luke, that had just recently lost his legs. He just moved to Texas. He's got a wife. They bought a house. He's now starting a business. He did not let that get him down. Imagine that. He lost his fucking legs, and this man is down there kicking ass, training, being a good person, a good positive community. How many of you would that have fucking broken? I mean, where you would have just went to shit, drank the rest of your life, felt sorry for yourself? No, that man got up and did it. And I think to myself, you know what, dude? If he can fucking do it, there's nothing. There's no excuse. There's so many of my friends. Jace, he lost a leg. That motherfucker can deadlift more than me, you know? And they're doing it. There's nothing out there in life that can stop you unless you let it stop you, unless you want to succumb to it. And there's a lot of negative people around that will drag you down. If you look in your friends, and some of your friends, all they ever want to do is talk badly about other people, be negative, be judgmental, cut those people out of your life. I did. I cut them all out. I had a bunch of friends like that. And I won't lie. I was weak and I fell for it for a while. I contributed. I talked shit. I went along. I let them listen and all that. Fuck that. Joel, shut up. Okay, bro. You love donuts. I'll get you a gift certificate to Dunkin' Donuts next time I'm there for a nice 12-pack. Or whatever. A baker's dozen or whatever they're called, dude. All right? I got you, bro. I got you. But what I'm saying is the motivation for living, you have to find it. For me, it's my children, my 3 children, more than anything. It doesn't matter about anything else. God gave them to me. I didn't want kids. I didn't even want to get fucking married. I was too much of a playboy. I was dating like 6 chicks at once. And not that I wasn't doing anything bad. They all knew. But I'm just telling you that I was out having fun and trying to find the right person to be with. And I never thought I would find the right person. And I didn't ever think, because I had a very negative view of the world, I didn't want children because I didn't want to bring children into this negative place. But I realized that was weak, that you have to be strong. My legacy is going to be my kids. When I die, there'll be pictures of me passed around to my grandchildren and my kids' house and stuff. My legacy will live on through them. And that's why I work hard too, because I want to be fucking remembered. I'm working hard to be remembered. My focus is my children. So that means my kids means I got to get up every day and be healthy and work out. I got to go to work to pay bills, to make sure that they can live a good life and they can have everything that I need to provide and protect them with. I need to make sure that they have everything they need, that I prepare them for the world so they can do better than me. I'm trying to provide them a better life than I had. I grew up in a fucking nasty, disgusting, roach-infested, rat-infested apartment because my mom was on fucking welfare, and now I live in a 6-bedroom, 5,000 square foot house with 5 acres of land. So I've done some of it. I'm not done yet. I've got a long way to go for my daughters, but because of that hard work of working 3 jobs, I used to work security part-time for 17 and a half years. I cleaned office buildings at night. On top of my network engineering job, I would go clean and scrub toilets in office buildings at night. So I have earned everything I have. No one ever gave me shit. I don't have any parents. My father was murdered and my mom went crazy and abandoned me. I've done everything on my own, with the help of God, of course, because he always had my back. But what I'm saying to you is, there's no excuse. If you don't like your job, find a new one. You don't like who you're with, leave them. Find your motivation and be happy. Life is too fucking short. We are here today, gone tomorrow, and it can be swept out of you just like that. If you don't like the way you look, you don't like the way you feel, do something about it. Take the steps. Don't sit around. I met an Uber driver when I was in Atlanta recently, and he's got an anthropology degree. He's driving Uber and Lyft full time. And I asked him, I said, "You're not using your degree?" He goes, "No, I hated being behind the desk. I like the freedom of Uber and Lyft. I'm out and I'm talking to people. It makes me happy." I was like, "Dude, you nailed it. Quality of life. That's what makes you happy." I was like, "But what's your ultimate goal? Like, what will really make you happy?" He's like, "Man, I love to cook. I've been cooking since I was a little kid, and I want people to taste my food because when people eat good food, they get happy." I was like, "Okay, what are you doing to do it?" He's like, "Nothing. I'm just waiting." I was like, "Why don't you get a notebook, write down ideas?" I was like, "Do you have a plan?" He's like, "Yeah, I'd like a food truck." I was like, "Okay, well then let's see. Name of your business, what you're going to do about it, get some investors, start making a plan." I was like, "Get a design for your food truck. Go out to colleges, find out where the college kids hang out, find out what they like, give free samplings of your food. Start now. Tell them that, hey, where do you guys hang out? Oh, you guys hang out at this nightclub, this bar? If I give you guys 10% off, will you guys bring your friends? And then I'll give them all 5% off and I'll show up there a couple blocks away." Make a plan and attack it. Even if you don't have the resources right now, you start a business plan, you look around to people who do, people in your community, your church, your elders, friends of yours, get people to invest with you. You don't have to do it all on your own. If you don't have good credit, you can't go to the bank, there's always a way. Find a way to succeed. The only thing that stops us from succeeding is excuses. And here's the other thing. Stop being fucking pansies about everything. So many people are not living their lives because they're worried about what's going on in fucking politics, about fucking Southern statues getting ripped down in the South. Who gives a fuck? Does that affect you? No, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect my kids. It doesn't affect my wife. It doesn't affect me. So guess what? I'm not fucking worried about it. People are going to not like you just for living. You worried about other people? I used to let people worry about, or I used to be worried about other people's opinions. And you know what? I got lost in that because I didn't used to do that when I was younger. And then for years, I started to let that bother me. Worrying about what other people, I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks of me. I don't, because you know what? The good people that care about you and love you unconditionally are going to stand by your side, be loyal to you, not talk shit about you. I found out a bunch of people I considered were my friends were not only talking shit about me and stabbing me in my fucking back, but some of them were just sitting around and letting it talk. I would never, goddamn, I would never let one of my friends be talked about badly because I'm strong and I stand up for people I love and care about. And my friendship is real. I'm a loyal person. But you know what? I found a bunch of them out that were in the gun community, and it's cool. I don't care, and I just moved away. I stopped following them, I stopped interacting with them, and I moved forward because you know what? What's important is my family, my friends and the people I love and care about. Now, you guys know besides my full-time job, I run a part-time thing for MASF, Modern American Shooting Firearms. The whole motivation there is I am not a fucking gun competitor. I am not a gun cool guy. I'm none of that. All I want to do is help people. That's the whole reason I started that, because I want people not to have to grow up like I grew up without a father, because he didn't know how to protect himself and therefore protect our family. I want people to be able to live happily, and I want them to do well, and I want them to exercise their Second Amendment rights. That's why I do that, not for any other reason. I don't eat, breathe, and sleep guns because I'm not a competitor. I'm not, that's not me. But I did get caught up in that for a long time and lost my focus. Now I'm back focused where I'm supposed to be, on quality of life, my friends, family. And don't get me wrong, that's something I'm passionate about. But I'm only passionate about facilitating for other people to learn proper education, safety training. And if once it grows big enough, guess what? I'll withdraw myself and leave it to the people who eat, breathe, and sleep that stuff, but I have to facilitate my dream until it's big enough to knock it out of the nest and it can fly on its own. And then I will focus back to where my other focuses are. But like I said, again, I wanted to thank all of you guys for your support on my workout journey here. I still got a long way to go. But like I said, understand I'm not judging you guys on how you are. I still love my friends, and you know who you are, because I always let my friends know I love and care about them. I call you, I text you, when we spend time together, I let you know, because it's important. Life here today, gone tomorrow. Yes, guns are life, Joel, I know, but that's your passion, brother. So what I'm saying to you is, focus on the things that are most important to you. If it's your family, if it's your friends, whatever it is. And for those who don't have children, whatever it is that makes you happy. Stop fucking worrying about what other people are doing. Stop judging people. Stop talking negative. And if those people around you and you're involved in that group, figure out, why are they talking bad about this guy? What has he done to them? I see him, but why should I listen to the bad things that they're saying? Because there's so much of that shit going on. And that, being involved every day, oh, did you see what so-and-so said on Facebook last night? Did you see the post they made on Instagram? Blah, blah, blah. Why don't you focus on making yourself better and being happy and doing those kind of awesome things instead of worrying about what everybody else is doing? If people are negative, leave them alone. Try to reach out and help them if you want, but leave them alone if it's not conducive to your life. If they're not someone you care about, you can't help everybody. That's the thing. Help out the people you love and you care about, or who are important to you, and keep moving forward. Find your focus, make a plan, and commit to it. Don't settle for excuses. One of my friends, Amy, posted yesterday. She was very unhappy. She's been struggling with her diet, and she went over to her grandparents, and they had a brand awesome, fresh baked freaking carrot cake, which is one of my favorites. And she's like, why? Why does this have to happen? You know what I told her? I said, don't beat yourself up. Go eat a piece of that cake, Amy. Make yourself happy. And then when you're ready to commit, absolutely commit to this weight loss journey, then sit down and say, you know what? Next time I see that cake, I'm not going to eat it. I'm going to sit right next to it, and I'm going to challenge myself to that, and I'm going to get better. And that's what you got to do until you reach your goal. Then next time you see the cake, once you're at your goal and you're happy with your body and you feel healthy again, then have a slice. But make it moderate. Not this slice like I used to eat, but a moderate slice, like a third of that. And you still can have that portion control and be happy and enjoy yourself. So again, find your focus, what's going to make you happy, focus on it, commit to it, take the steps, even if it's small steps, just baby steps. But live, guys, be happy. The people who a lot of people idolize as that are badasses, that try to act stoic and a mean and do all that stuff, those people are fucking unhappy is why they act that way. Why do I know? Because I used to be one. I used to never smile. I was Mr. Stoic. Everybody was fucking afraid of me. I walked around with a scowl. If someone even looked at me wrong, I was ready to fight them. What do they say? I'd rather be feared than loved because the fear lasts longer. It's true. It's very true. But you know what? The people that love you are going to be very small, finite group, and that's all you need. You don't need a huge audience of people to love you. Let the people who gives a fuck about you know that you give a fuck about them too. So many people don't do that. They're scared to open up their hearts because they've been hurt. You know what? If someone cares about you, don't be afraid ever to express it to them. One of my friends, Ashley, her parents never say they love her to her. And she's like, I really want to tell my parents. I said, fucking tell them that. Don't expect to hear it back. It's not about that. You let them know that their daughter loves her parent. And That's going to make you feel good about yourself, and it's going to make you happy. It doesn't matter if it's not reciprocated. People are always worried about, oh, the letdown of not being reciprocated. Who gives a fuck? Do you expect when you see someone homeless or hungry and you go and you give them money or give them food to have to jump up and bow down to you and say, oh, thank you, sir, you saved me? No, you do it because it makes you feel good, because it was right. You stop worrying about reciprocation. Live your life. There are people who have hated me because I'm fucking mixed black, white, Native American. They look down at me because of whatever fucking reason. They don't like John Deere. Oh, he's black. He wears a John Deere shirt. He must be a fucking sellout. I don't give a fuck what anyone says, dude. I will live my life and be happy no matter what. I'm unfazable now because you know what? I shed that weakness and it's behind me, and I will never be that way again. If I fuck with you, you'll know I fuck with you because I will still call you. I will still text you. I will still interact with you. If not, guess what? There's no interaction. I don't want you in my life. There's a lot of people who still hang out for whatever reasons. Don't let people who are negative bring you down. Gary V just did an awesome video about that, about cutting negative people out of your life. There's a lot of people who are in your life that only want to look because they want to see your downfall. They want to see you struggle. They want to see you do badly. Don't let those people be around you. Let them just fall to the wayside and keep fighting forward. Be positive every day. Step up to the fucking plate. Do your job the hardest you can. Work as best. Don't start doing something and be half-assed, because you know what? Tomorrow's not promised to anyone. Get up, do the best you can every fucking day. Attack the day with a positive attitude. Drive. If you're driving to work, then listen to music that makes you fucking happy. Like for me, it's metal. I know my boy Joel, same thing. We fucking rock out wherever we drive, and that makes us happy. So you get to the place, your destination, happy. You get to work, do your job the right way that you're supposed to do. When you get home, take advantage of every opportunity to do what makes you happy. There's no fucking reason. The only reason people are not happy is because they allow themselves to be miserable. They allow other people and circumstances in their environments to make them unhappy. No matter how tragic, if it's someone dying, someone has cancer, someone, it doesn't matter. There is a lesson to be fucking learned in everything, and you can rebound. Because the harshest thing that someone ever told me, after a whole bunch of people had already died, and I was really worried about it, you know what they said? Baraka, I know this is going to sound cruel. I know your friend passed away, or many of your friends have passed away, but guess what? Life goes on. We, the living, have to continue to move forward. And that was real fucking awesome advice that really fucking sunk in my head and helped me. And that's the way you got to go. You got to keep fighting forward. Do not let negative or tragic things stymie you in life or stymie your progress. Here's another thing. Relationships, whether you're boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, however you roll, doesn't matter. Here's the situation. You cannot force people to be in your fucking life. When people want to be in your life, it's you giving 100, they're giving 100. This is your bond, and that's how it stays together. Don't fucking hold on to people that don't want to be with you, because you're just holding on for nothing. Everything is voluntary. If it makes people happy, they will show effort, they will show interest, they will push forward, and they will be there for you, and they will do the right fucking thing for you. And that's the bottom line. You don't have to. Loyal people will always stick by your side because they accept you unconditionally for who you are. Loyal people will love you and care for you no matter what. And they will take care of you, and they will look out for you, and they will try everything in their life to spare you from pain, drama, negativity, and stress. If one of your so-called friends is bringing you gossip, judgment, pain, negativity, and stress, they're not your fucking friend. If they're telling you what to do, like in high school, don't like so-and-so because he's an asshole. Don't like her because she's a blah, blah, blah. They're not your friend. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not a fucking saint. Me and my friends fucking rag on people all the time, but it's for fun. It's not like we really mean that person harm. But let's be real here. If you're walking around in a pink unicorn suit during the middle of the day, I'm going to clown the shit out of you. Okay? I mean, it doesn't mean I want harm to you or I give a fuck, about you being in this world, but I'm going to clown your ass. Okay? All I'm saying is be balanced. Life is about balance. I'm a gentleman, but I'm split down the middle. My naturalness is a bad boy, and I try to maintain the balance. I set out every day to do no harm to anyone, to do nothing nefarious to anyone. Life is short. People are going to remember you by the things you say and do. So work as hard as you can. Let people know that who you love and care about, that they matter. Spend time with people. Make time for people. Remember, going to engagements, social engagements, it's not for you. You're doing it for other people. They invited you because they enjoy your fucking presence. Make the time for people. Think about people. Reach out to them. If you can't call them, text them. Stay in touch with the people that you know, love, and care about, and make sure they know. A lot of people forget that sometimes because we're too busy doing other things. If you have time to be negative, you have time to go out and give love to the people that matter to you and that you matter to. Anyway, so I told a joke the other day, and I just wanted to say it in person because so many of you fucks are uptight about PC stuff. So what do you call? Let me remember. Oh, three Hispanics, a Chinese guy, and 4 blacks. A sprinkler system. Spick, 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 chink, nigga, 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 nigga. And that's all. Have a good fucking Sunday and have an awesome week. Take care.